Have you thought about a scenario where we don't have elections in 2027? Have you thought about it? Because it's also a possibility. And all indications are leading towards that. Like, that's the current discussion on the table. I don't know if you can remember in June last year, June 2025, Moses Kuria alikuja in the public na akasema that there's not going to be any election in Kenya. There will be no election.
Kuna watu, there's some people who are doing exams, who are doing practice for a football match that will not happen. There will not be that kind of
what are you trying to say?
Content. There's not going to be an election in 2027 for presidential.
Say that again.
Yes, there's not going to be a contest. There's going to be so much consensus around 2027. And the kind of election people are imagining is going to be there. It's not going to be like 2022. It's not going to be like 2017. It's not going to be like 2013. There will be so much consensus for the need of people to say. There will be two factors driving that consensus. One is that danger, that really if we cross the precipice there, if you go to the precipice there and the way without a consensus, things might be so bad. Yeah? I think Ricky G said it the wrong way. But I think he said it for the wrong reason. Because of election seeding and all that. No. There's going the opportunity, the possibility of us jumping over the cliff if we don't manage 2027 right is more dangerous than 2207 and all these other things. And that will be the impetus, that will be the incentive that is going to make people sit around the table and say, to save this country, we are going to do where utapata hii, where utapata hii, where utapata hii ingine. Unfortunately, that is not the game some people are practicing for. Some people are practicing for football, and it is going to be a tennis match. Wazee wataketi chini. They say we have two options. Go Rwanda way, destroy the nation Rwanda way, or let's agree. Let there be honor among, I don't say this, but among men and women. Let there be honor among men and women. Because the opportunity, Ross, the alternative will be too dire to fathom.
So as you're preparing for a football match, as politicians, just know that they are preparing for a tennis game. Tennis game is more controlled. Football is a bit chaotic. It needs a lot of rigor. So nyinyi mkiendelea kucampaign, just know that's not the strategy. There's going to be a plot twist and a dangerous one. Moses Kuria in his own words says that our viongozi wataitwa wote kwa meza moja, waambiwe wewe utapewa kitu fulani, wewe utapewa kitu fulani, kila mtu anapewa kitu fulani. So wakusanyike wote, waende wapewe hizo vitu zao. Where does this leave the common mwananchi? They are so scared right now because they know if today we go to any election, Dr. William Samoei Ruto is going home very early in the morning. Intelligence is out there. Amepewa reports. NIS wako kwa ground, wanafanya background information check. A sitting president with an acceptance rate of 13, 14, 15% is too low. So clearly wamepanic. Wanajua tukienda kwa uchaguzi leo, we are getting nothing. And so now this is the script. Let us sell this narrative ya kuwa tukienda kwa uchaguzi 2027, tutapigana, tutarudi 207, and as a country we don't want that. So badala ya hiyo, let's have a gentleman's agreement. Tukuje kwa meza sisi viongozi wote, tukae, tuagree, wewe unapewa hii, wewe unapewa hii. That's the discussion that's gonna be around. Nafikiri mmeshaanza kuona wakianza kuni. Engineer Sudi ameshasema clearly, Wamunyoro wewe, unataka watu wapigane, sijui. Like that's the narrative that is being peddled around. And of course, nobody wants to fight. Nobody wants to go back to 207. So, wanataka waingize uoga, muingie box na hiyo story yao ya conversation. Let me bring you back to the conclave. Si mumeitwa discussion on 12th of August. That is where it is gonna begin. That's why all of a sudden kumetokea na hizi stories za Vision 2060. Vision 2060 imetokea wapi? Like we were implementing the better plan. That is exactly what we were doing. Then voila. We now have like, a revelation that we need to do a Vision 2060. anything a politician does, don't think it's because of you. And politician Ruto for that matter. Hiyo Vision 2060 is going to be the beginning of conversation. So ulikuwa umesikia rumors ati Uhuru ndo atakuwa anachair that committee. He'll be the one steering that discussion. Haya, aite Uhuru. Uhuru akikuja anakuja na azimio yake, including Kalonzo, who is the party leader for Azimio. He comes with akina Sifuna, he comes with everybody else. Kila mtu akaishwe kwa meza, waambiwe watapewa kitu fulani. So when that happens, what happens to us as the common mwananchi? Politicians can gang up against us. Nyinyi mko hapa tu mkisema mimi ndio Sifuna, mimi ndio wa Munyoro, mimi ndio. Plot twist. Have you thought about it that way? Because that is what politics is about. Ukipanga A, walishatoka A kitambo sana. Wako G. By the time unafika B, C, D, unawafikia G, walishatoka huko wako M. Let's be smart. Think outside the box.